One time, Hollywood was run by nothing but Christian Scientists. I want to do a topic about the church I was raised in, Christian Science, aliens, trains, love, trying to find the right girl. And then I'm going to be doing songs on this show about everything I've been through and everything I like.
I like it. Feels relatable, feels real.
Since I'm a Christian, I should try Plenty of Fish. And that means some wholesome Christian women.
Do you want us to set up a Plenty of Fish account for you?
Big time.
And then I get abducted by aliens and taken in a spacecraft.
Jesus was originally black, and the Catholic Church made him white.
Since you're the set designer, and I know the show's going to go on more than one season, I'd like to have pictures of my family and the set that are above me. And then I want to do a space age Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood show where I go into outer space with my puppets. I want to wear something like what the Spinners would sing in, a nice thick shirt and bell bottoms like the 70s.
Yes, you want that 70s.
Yeah. This is an Omegan.
That's an Omegan, yeah.
I want the title of my show to be I Love David, and I'd like you to share that idea with, I wrote I Love Dave.
Yeah, I just noticed that. It's okay. Do you want the show to be called I Love Dave, or do you want it to be I Love David?
I Love David. Let me get another show
Okay.
to do. Welcome to I Love David, where all are accepted and none are rejected. All races, all people, all sexes, all religions. The topic of this show is me, David Liebe Hart. I was born in Chicago, Illinois, April the 19th, 1957. My parents didn't believe in going to a doctor's. They were Christian Scientists, and I was homeborn right here. My grandparents stayed on the second floor, and my mom and dad and sister stayed on the first floor. I am part German on both sides of my family, and on my dad's side, I'm related to Orville Wright and President Grant. My dad's name was Helibus. He was a painter and artist like me, but he never taught me how to draw or paint. But my first drawing was when my mother took me on the Jackson Park L, which is now called the Green Line. In 1968, my family moved to Park Forest, Illinois. Wow. Yeah, I grew up in this home from 1968 all the way until I went in the U.S. Navy in 1976. It looks like nobody lives here anymore. Wow, it's so sad. Wow. 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 It is really sad. But anyway, I had a beautiful vegetable garden right here, and I got abducted by a UFO in that corner. But more about that on episode 6.
All right. I think we got your history.
Well, it doesn't end there. I'd like to say something else which was strange. I'll never forget what it was like before I was born. I was in the middle of a table, and it was a group of aliens of all different races telling me where I was going to be born, and that I was going to be born an African American, and I would be born in a time where there's a lot of racism, and I would make it through that, and I'd become a famous actor and musician. And in the 70s, I fulfilled that dream and came out here. Then I was like thrown through a tunnel, a long, dark tunnel with a light at the end of it. And next thing I knew, I was born in this world. April the 19th, 1957. My producers of this show want to learn more about my ancestry. And since I am German on both sides of my family, my grandmother Schroeder made the best German food. I'm going to go to my favorite German restaurant, get my favorite German sandwich, just like Grandma Schroeder used to make. Yeah! I'm hanging in there. Wow, there's so much good to choose from. My grandmother Schroeder used to make all these good dishes. You know, France used to be a part of Germany, and Germany used to be a part of France. They used to be one country. So I'll get the French baguette.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna get, I think it's,
Blood is your favorite.
yeah, blood, and I would like to get the German sausage and the Hungarian sausage. Pepper loaf would be good, and then the herb bologna to spice it up.
Would you like your favorite cheese sausage as well?
Oh yes, and then I like butter cheese. And look at the traditional German hat. Oh, I wish I could afford one of these. Got the German colors right on there.
Beer schinken for you?
Okay, I may have this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have this on my
Right?
side.
Okay, few slices.
Uh-huh.
David has been coming here for more than 7 years, probably, maybe even before me.
You know, our boss, Tim Heidecker, he loves pretzels.
He always talks about himself, about his life.
I used to be married to a beautiful German lady named Bridget, but she's history. She left me for Roberto. I've had to really practice forgiving and moving on.
Eating at the same time, talking at the same time. We just keep wondering, who is this guy?
What else do I normally get on that sandwich?
Some smoked cheeses?
Yeah, smoked cheese. Head cheese. Don't forget the head cheese. You-
It's almost forgot. That was
Yeah.
your second favorite after blood, right?
Yeah. Wow. I was thinking you'd call this the David Liebe Hart sandwich since I come in here all the
Oh,
time.
that's an excellent idea, David. This is exactly David Lieberhardt sandwich.
Yeah. Ta-da! The David Liebe Hart sandwich.
And I expect you to see soon next time, all right?
We'll see you again,
See you,
Dankeschön.
take care.
Can I get a free German magazine or?
Oh yeah, of course.
You know, I put ads in here to meet girls, a German girlfriend, but nobody ever responded. Getting a sandwich named after me was an honor, but it was bittersweet because German food reminds me of one very special lady.
I received a phone call from a police officer telling me that my mama had died. Oh God, it makes me wanna cry. She taught me right from wrong. She taught me how to go on. She taught me that care to people through thick and thin. She knew how to be a true friend to everyone, and she knew how to smile through her tears. And she never drank beer. I don't think it's fair that my mama died. It makes me wanna cry. Oh God, it makes me wanna cry. I gotta go on and be strong. I gotta go on. I gotta call that my mama had died. The Lancaster, Texas police officer called me, telling me that my mama had died. Blessed are they that mourn, but they shall be comforted.
I pray that Cartoon Network will give David Liebe Hart 7 seasons on Cartoon Network and on the internet. And that David will get paid well through ASCAP as a songwriter. He deserves it. It's important for people to know about their heritage because you got to be proud of what you are and what you come from. Like me, for instance, I used to be a Siamese cat, and then because of copyright reasons, I was reborn into a tiger. Like they say cats have 9 lives, I had 2 lives. I got the meow in me and the row in me. Amen to the end.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye. Come back next week.
He is my friend. Through thick and thin. Oh Lord. And I can depend. Oh yes I do. On him.
I'm probably one of the rare Germans, and part German and Irish, that's not an alcoholic. I get drunk.
Absolutely.
I am an artist and creator. I create art. I create theater, comedy and drama, you know. All these things and all these things shall be added unto you.
Portrait sketches for sale?
Hi, can I get a portrait done?
Sure, you got it. Would you like to be with a pretty girl or by yourself?
By myself. When you draw people, what are their reactions usually?
They're some are positive, happy. Only once in a while I run across someone that doesn't like it. The most meanest people to me on the pier are British. They're not very kind, and they'll walk by with their kids. I'm going to teach you how to be selfish. I'm English. We don't buy anything from peasant people. That's how they talk to me. And they're teaching their kids to be very arrogant and snooty.
Why do you do this every weekend?
I love art, and it breaks my heart that they're cutting off music and arts for the kids, because it's very important for the kids. Welcome to I Love David, where all are accepted and none are rejected. All races, all people, all religions, gay, straight, bi, we love everybody. This topic is about children. Children are the future of the world. You were a child one time. It's good to see all you children here. Yet you know that you're the future of the world. I used to be a school teacher, and I am honored to set a positive example for all of you. You are more precious than any puppet I've ever had. Here are my tips for the youth of America. You should never drink or smoke. It'll burn your body out. And work out in the gym and do sports. Obey your parents, but if you have bad parents, don't listen to them. Go to get a counselor and find new parents to be with. Kids, you should be true to yourself. As Shakespeare says, to thine own self be true. If you like something, go for it. Take me, for instance. One of my favorite things to do is to tend to my eel aquarium at home. Let's go on a field trip to my favorite pet shop. That pizza looks good. You got a slice for me? Just tease the cheesing. Wow, I came into my favorite pet store to buy fish. How you doing, my friend? I want to buy $15 worth of shrimp, and then I want to buy 2 eels. I only have $60 to spend, but it's all for you since you're such a wonderful man. I want you to give me a good deal on everything. I'm going to get more business for you because you're going to be on TV. Come to Yo's Pet Store. He has the best of everything. And he's got birds here. If you're interested in buying birds. He's got turtles. I call these Eric Walheimer fishes. They have a face like him. And this is Tim Heidecker bluefish. And this is a John C. Riley fish right over here. Can you tell us where they're from originally? They're from where?
From Asia.
They're from Jamaica.
From Asia.
They're from Asia.
From Thailand.
From Thailand.
Thailand, not Thailand.
Thailand.
You know the feeder and the fish keep themselves
Okay.
together.
Well, can I get?
That's why your fish keep dying because
Okay.
you put everything in the same tank. That's why you kill the fish.
Okay, I won't do that. How many?
I tell you all the time. You don't listen to me.
Well, I'm listening now. I just bought 2 eels from China, and the guy's in a good mood. So it's a sunny day all over, sunny in the store and sunny outside. I'm going to list the things I like. I like trains. I like pretty dames. I like horses. And I even like puppets. I like puppets so much because they remind us of our government. I am the president, and they are the citizens. When my family went to family reunions in Washington, D.C., there I had Jim Henson as a Sunday school teacher, and he was a brilliant man, and he would teach us with Kermit the Frog, and I fell in love with him and the puppets. Look at the time. I've got to go see a good puppet movie about puppets.
Enjoy the movie.
Thank you.
Okay.
My goodness, her mouth needs to be washed out with soap. Having puppets smoke cigarettes? These puppets are gonna get cancer.
Did you see that, David?
Oh, he's fucking her. Beating the meat. My God, that's the gross stuff. My goodness, that puppet's having sex. It's setting a bad example for kids.
Do you know who directed this?
Who?
Jim Henson's son.
What? It's Dad would turn over in his grave. Puppets are supposed to be angels. They're not supposed to have sex out of marriage. You took something that your dad used as a tool to make people happy with purity and spirituality, and you made a sexual vomit mess of it. I couldn't believe what I just saw. I need to make sense of the filth I just watched and talked about the current state of puppets with a fellow puppeteer.
We're at Bob Baker's Marionette Place, and I have a very talented puppeteer with me, and he's got a beautiful name. What is it?
Yeah, what's your name, kid?
I love your name. It's great.
Go on, speak up. Now's your chance.
What is that beautiful name you have?
Jared Ramirez.
Sheriff Benares. You have a beautiful name. I love it. Just like my ex-girlfriend, Perez. Garrett, where do you normally perform your talented puppet shows?
I do a lot of them here at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater, and I get to
What
do
an honor.
You're telling me. It really is an honor to get to work here. There's so much history here.
Bob Baker was originally a Christian Scientist like me. Jared, what first got you into puppets?
Well, let me get this one, okay? Oh, no, fair enough.
Jared, what first got you into puppets? Jared, what first got you into puppets? Jared, what first got you into puppets? Jared, what first got you into puppets?
Jared, what first got you into puppets?
Well, what got me into puppets?
Oh, jeez.
When I had Jim Henson as a Sunday school teacher in the Christian Science Church.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
And he had a dragon and a clown, he had a rabbit. He had a old man that was fat that dated this lady with a squash nose.
Yes, but what about his puppets?
I was describing his puppets. You gotta learn to listen.
Next question, please.
Are you going to bring out some more of your friends?
Yeah, sure. Who else we got? David Liebe. I can't believe this. I love David Liebe. Can I shake your hand?
Sure.
Oh,
Gravy over me. You're like gravy on me.
Boy, look at you.
You love me more than a girl. I like that.
Maybe keep that. Yeah. You want to operate this one? Sure.
That's a beautiful puppet.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't mind laying eggs with you, baby.
Oh, wow. All right.
You're cute.
Oh, boy.
What is your name, handsome or girly?
My name is Charity. Hello.
Oh, you could be Charity. I could fall in love.
I don't know. That's
You're
just
a
me.
cutie.
Oh, okay.
I want to date you. I'm in love with you.
Oh, boy. Coming on a bit strong there.
I would love to drink your tea. You're sweet.
And then I realized I was becoming very thing I dislike. A happy time murder potty mouth, giving impure, filthy ideas to puppets. But it made me see what the world is missing and how we can fix it. Children, be honest. Treat others as you want to be treated. Love and respect is honesty. That is what is needed. If you say it's cool,
You will succeed.
stay on drugs also.
Hot and sweet.
Education is purity. Education security.
Education is what the children need.
I think it's wrong that schools are cutting off the arts.
We need to respect the arts and music too, because they bring harmony to me and you.
Art and music is purity. Art and music tranquility. Art and music is what the children need.
Whenever you're ready, David.
Dear Brian Henson, I had the pleasure of having your talented, brilliant dad, Jim Henson, as a Sunday school teacher in the Christian Science Church back in Washington, D.C. And he would feel that you smothered your talent and having puppets smoke and puppets do sex. Sex is beautiful, but only between a man and woman that are getting married. We should keep our puppets pure without pornography or smoking. And I would like to be a part of your next production. You can either contact me through Absolutely Production or directly at 21 or 323. I like
that phone number one more time.
3. Thank you for your time. Yours sincerely, David Liebe Hart, to Brian Henson.
Great.
Okay, you could email that to him?
Yep.
I wish you could email real fast the Social Security card and let them know.
Okay. I'll talk to Carl again, but like I said, I think he wants to do that on Monday. All right. So let me find Henson's email here.
Absolutely.
Christmas morn, the murky clouds pursue thy way. Thy light was born where storm and shroud are down away.
Now do the song over again. I made a mistake. Do it one more time. The same song. I'll do Bless Christmas Morn one more time.
Welcome to I Love David, where all are accepted and none are rejected. We love all races, all people, all creeds, lesbians, gays, straight, bi. We love everybody. The topic of this show is faith, Christian Science. My dad's side of the family got into Christian Science in the 1900s. And recently, I actually visited the Christian Science reading room I went to when I was a little boy.
God of truth, eternal good, lift our hearts to revelation.
Christian Science is considered a New Thought church. They believe that you can be healed through prayer. Mary Baker Eddy was sick most of her life, and she was healed through prayer. But Christian Science loves Jesus Christ and the Bible more than any Christian church that was ever made. I'm going to tell you something. I left Christian Science and always came back to Christian Science. You know, I wrote some hymns for your Jehovah's Witness church. But, you know, they don't give anybody who the words are music by. Yeah, have a nice day. Keep up the good ministry. I studied other things, but I always came back to Christian Science. You know, Mrs. Eddy says trials are proofs of God's care. I could have never survived in Hollywood if it wasn't for Christian Science. It protected me from wolves that were in sheep clothing. Christian Science has protected me from drugs and alcohol and the entertainment business. People ask me, why do I look so handsome? Is it because I never smoke or drink? You got to love your body. Christian Science is like a health religion. It teaches you to be healthy. It teaches you to eat right and think right, do exercise and work out in the gym. This is not the first TV show I've ever had. I had my own public access show called the Junior Christian Science Bible Lesson Show.
This is the Junior Christian Science Bible Lesson Show, where all are accepted and none are rejected.
And it was on for 30 years. It started in 1988. It ended in 2008. I even had Tim and Eric as a guest on the show.
Oh my God, I got a tickle. Oh my God, I got a tickle. Oh my God, I got a tickle.
Wait.
Oh my God, I got a tickle.
Well, let's hold it for a while. I'm going to talk more about the Junior Christian Science Bible Lesson Show with my old co-host, Chip the Black Boy. I got to use a bathroom and take a piss break. Oh, Chip, come on out.
Well, it's good to see everybody out here and good to be back in TV land again.
Chip, what was it like to host the Junior Christian Science Bible Lesson Show with David Liebe Hart?
Well, it was fun, and I learned a lot about science and health by Mary Baker Eddy.
I'm getting the band back together, Chip. Would you ever do it again?
I would, and I'd be happy to do it, but the conservative Republican people that run Christian Science don't ever want it on again. Just recently, David got cheated out of being paid for licensing, and now they are owned by publishing company, which is when they told him they don't want to pay him at all for using his songs for the last 3 years. Give my daddy his money!
licensing? Chip, did you know I'm not the only famous Christian scientist? Come on, let's meet some more. Hey, my daddy, you Republican!
This is Eric von Zipper. A lot of stupids who should be riding their sickles are walking around buying drugs instead. Them, I don't like.
We're lucky to have the talented, creative comedian who does the best expressions with us named James Squall. We're on the Hollywood Walk of Fame with James Squall, the talented comedian. He outdoes Steve Martin with improvisations.
Okay, Sally Field was in that picture Smokey and the Bandit with Mr. Reynolds, the late Mr. Reynolds.
James, we're going to go not egg hunting, we're going to go TV star hunting. You see any famous Christian scientists?
Oh, here we have Mr. Charles Chaplin.
He was a Christian scientist, Charlie Chaplin, and he went to Fifth Church of Christ Scientists in Hollywood. That is now a Mosaic born-again Christian church. Mickey Rooney! Mickey Rooney was a Christian scientist. He went to Sunday school with my cousin Phyllis McKinnon at Fifth Church of Christ Scientists that used to be on the corner of Hollywood and La Brea. Imitate Mickey Rooney.
Okay. Oh, Mickey Rooney.
You should doing better. What happened?
Jackie Chan, yeah. Hey, that's a Jackie Chan, martial arts fellow. Now here we have the star for Kermit the Frog here, right over here, right there.
Yeah, Jim Henson was a Christian scientist. Walt Disney was a Christian scientist, but I didn't like his dislike for black people and minorities. But he hired a Christian scientist named Mr. Stewart, who the zippity-doo. Marilyn Monroe was a Christian scientist, and she dated our president, President Kennedy. That was his mistress. Ginger Rogers was a Christian scientist. Doris Day was a Christian scientist. Batman Brothers was a Christian scientist. Milton Berle was Jewish. He converted to Christian Science. Ginger Rogers, Doris Day, Milton Berle, Meredith McRae. Elizabeth Taylor was converted to Christian Science and went to the Sunday school of Christian Science.
I love Christian Science.
You got a lot of footage to work with. Do you think this is enough?
Yeah, do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah. You're watching I Love David. I love being a Christian, but also love UFOs. Did you know there's a passage in the Bible about aliens and UFOs? I wrote a song about it.
It is the EOCUFO. Up high in the sky, you know. It was a will within a will, telling us that UFOs are real. Why does our government tell us they don't exist when they still appear in our existence? They are being revealed in our experience. This is the EOCUFO. Unfold in the sky, you know, with the likeness of human man, expressed in God's own creation. They look like our own kin. but they come from another star. They come from afar.
This is Chip, the black boy. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. You gotta get good grades in school. You gotta have faith. You gotta have a great day, even though you're going through a bad day. And you gotta be strong and never give up. Hear that, Mr. I'm licensing. Amen. The end.
Absolutely.
Hi, Tennessee. It's good to work back with you. You're super talented. Would you sing a country western song with me about our two boys, Tim and Eric? Very talented guys that help us get a lot of employment.
Why, yes, I do.
I want to thank you, Tim and Eric, for making my career succeed. I want to thank you boys for a growing career, growing bigger than a large seed.
They gave us a chance to share our voice with the whole wide world. They gave us a chance to grow bigger than a little girl.
So thank you, T&E. I've blossomed like a tree for all the world to see. You help me be me.
Tim and Eric make Cartoon Network with the best Adult Swim show. They bring the joys, not the blues, with the music and the comedy, you know.
I want to thank you, Tim and Eric, for making me your chocolate swirl, sharing good music and comedy with every boy and girl.
So thank you, T&E.
I blossom like a tree for all the world to see. You help me be me. Came to me, oh mercy oh me, when failure dropped me to my knees, pulled me out of a personal hell, treated me better than Gary Marshall. Awesome show and nightlife and rule. Now I love David and I love them for making me a winner too. So thank you, T&E. I blossom like a tree for all the world to see. Help me be me. Best wishes to T&E and John C. Reilly.
Welcome to I Love David, where all are accepted and none are rejected. All races, all people, all religions, all creeds, all sexes, gay, straight, bi, whatever. The topic of this show is comedy, all about Tim and Eric. What got me into comedy is I had a wonderful, funny dad. He could make up comedy lines on the spot. Dad used to say, you know, people smoke remind me of dragons and steam engines. They know how to they know how to let it all hang out. I've been doing comedy for many years. I got in a comedy workshop. I took comedy classes at the Comedy Store that taught me how to be a part of a big show. The first time I started to work for Tim and Eric, I got a call from Ben Berwin. He was a comical Jewish guy, producer, and they asked me to bring my puppet, Jason the cat, and Tim and Eric asked me to do a comedy skit about Martians, and there was the birth of a relationship with 12 years. Tim and Eric are brilliant geniuses of comedians, and I just wish they would branch out to big media like CBS, NBC. Tim and Eric remind me of that. What was the name of that Ben and Jerry that made the ice cream company?
Ben and Jerry?
What's the group that made the ice cream company in Vermont?
Ben and Jerry.
Tim and Eric remind me of Ben and Jerry. Their ice cream reminds me of Tim and Eric's comedy. It's great. It's wonderful. It's the best ice cream I had, the best comedy I've seen. But I truly wish you could have cast me and bedtime stories. You said you were going to write me in, and then you never put me in there. And people, I'm going to be honest with you, Tim and Eric, the fans want to see more of me. Tim and Eric, I just want to let you know I love you, and I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. And I'm sorry if sometimes I talk shit about you, but I still love you like it's two sons I never have. I can gush about these guys all day, but I don't want to hog them. Today I'm going to talk with two talented people that worked on with Tim and Eric. Scott Clam and Michael T. Smith. He's been an oldie but goodie with Tim and Eric, all from their first show, Tom Goes to the Mayor.
I'm actually a Scott Stewart.
I thought your name was Scott Clam.
Yeah, some people think that way, but I don't mind.
Well, now we know the naked truth about the real Scott Clam. We both have something in common. We both like trains.
Yeah.
I hope you looked at my original trains. I own those, even though they're on the set.
Yeah.
Okay, and what was your favorite moment working with Tim and Eric? You, Mr. Smith, you've been with him for a long time.
Yes, thank you. It was when they called me to come do the Raise My Roof dance.
I'm kind of nervous about having a naked person on my show because I'm a member of the Christian Science Church, and most of them are Republican, and they don't understand liberal things.
We're just as God made us.
Well, that's beautiful, and I'm proud of you being who you are. I love you just the way you are. As Jackie Gleason would say, you're the greatest.
A lot of fun.
Okay, use your favorite moment working. Well, they made you famous.
That's true.
And they gave you work from SAG-AFTRA. That's something to be grateful for. They did the same for me.
Very true.
Yep. Okay. Talk a little bit how much you love Tim and Eric as friends.
As friends. That was quite entertaining. It's been quite an education.
Wonderful. I liked him, but they're both great guys. Oh, Eric is more conservative, more Republican. Tim is more liberal. And hang out. I know what that you mean. I can tell you some fun things that Tim and Eric had on. Tim and Eric would party heavy on. They taught me to really enjoy life when I went on tour with them. Really let it all hang out. I didn't drink or smoke, but I enjoyed partying with them. Okay. The $1 billion movie. Oh, we both were in it, weren't we?
I never got to work on it.
I'm sorry.
I know someone who did.
I know you would have been great in it. Well, I hope that Tim and Eric do a $1 billion movie too, and have you on it. And weren't you in it?
No.
Well, I'm sorry you weren't in it. I was the caboose. I was the end of the movie. But I am grateful for everything Tim and Eric have done for me. I just love the diversity and the love and the creativity Tim and Eric have. They're super talented producers, and I'm more than honored to work with them. They treated me better than Gary Marshall. At least they gave me a chance. I have to do a lot of forgiving about him. Back then, Gary Marshall was producing Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. When Gary Marshall first was going to give Robin Williams a break, he says, I don't want to do anything for your Daffy Duck friend, David Liebe Hart. And I was offended by that. because it had some racial tones to it, me being black and Daffy Duck being black. And then Robin Williams at the time says that my best friend David can't be a part of the show, that I don't want to be a part of the show. Gary Marshall says, I'll let David do intern work on the show, and I'll eventually cast him into the show. But he never did. Speaking of Robin Williams, you were a great friend to me. We lived together. Robin Williams and I used to do gardening and yard work for a lot of famous entertainers that owned homes in the Hollywood Hills. We started doing stand-up comedy together. First place we went to was the Comedy Store that Mitzi used to own. And there I saw Robin Williams get his big break. Robin Williams, you were a great friend to me. Robin Williams, we used to do comedy.
I wish I saw you before you died, and you came to the tar pits to share a cry. I would have said, don't give up.
You mean the world to me. Without you, it won't be enough. Robin Williams, you're an angel now, watching from above. Watching from above. Oh, I'm sorry I have a stink machine. I had to do some stand-up comedy about how I fart so much. I let the volcano ass go out.
What did you get on your omelet this morning, David?
I don't know what she put. She put atomic bomb in my omelet. I've had to fart like I get the stinky skunks in me. I ought to do some stand-up comedy about this. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna make an account on Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
Have you ever made any dating accounts before?
I have made plenty of them, but I need a new one made for Plenty of Fish, and I need someone to help me to be able to how I can. My phone got stolen, so I lost my Plenty of Fish, and I lost my Tinder. And what's that other one that's for guys? I was on
Grindr.
I was on Grindr.
Okay.
And I like to get back on Grindr, and I like to get back on. I'm gonna get back on.
So we're gonna do Plenty of Fish.
Okay, Dave, let's just do this one at a time.
And wait, what's your birthday?
April the 19th, 1957. But I want to meet someone a lot younger, and I want to date someone that's a songwriter with CCLI, Christian Copyright Licensing, like me.
Specifically?
Yes, and that has their songs online on Spotify, Google Play, or iTunes, like I do.
This is the chemistry predictor. We're gonna just do rapid fire. I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna respond. Okay?
Okay.
I tend to become very enthusiastic about new things. Yes or no?
Yes.
My own thoughts and feelings sometimes scare me. Yes or no?
Yes.
I talk more than most people. Yes.
Yes.
I've never told a lie to avoid negative consequences.
Yes.
No, you've lied. I just
No, I haven't.
You lied to me.
How'd I lie to you?
You lied to me. That's
You've lied to everybody in this room at one point.
Do you have pets?
I do, but they died. I have 2 eels.
Eels, really?
And they just recently died. I changed the water because the water is so dirty. And
Oh, I remember because you brought the dead fish to the office.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to upload an image of yourself to use on the site.
You can take my picture.
Smile. So now, that's that.
I would still like to set up Tinder as well.
We'll have to do that another time.
Why can't we do it now?
Welcome to I Love David, where all are accepted and none are rejected. That means all races, all people, all creeds, all religions, everybody, bi, straight, gay, everybody's accepted. Lesbians too. The topic of this show is love. Unfortunately, my social life has been like California's weather. No rain, no dames. I've been unlucky in love. The woman I married left me for she said nothing was going on between them. They say in Christian Science, honesty is spiritual power. She didn't have the heart to tell me she didn't want to be with me anymore. And I'm glad that he won her heart and he married her, but I really missed her and I loved her dearly. My ideal date would be taking a girl to the museum. We share the same interests. Like my grandmother Schroeder says, there has to be a chemistry between two people. You know, dating is like cooking. I would wait until I've dated her for a long time before I held her hand. I've had no sex since 1994. I haven't been able to get to the first base, dating them and going out with them. Girls that would meet me on tour would always bring their boyfriends along, which I thought was strange. But no use being a critical pickle. Where do broken hearts go when they're waiting for a fine dame? They hang out with their first love, trains. Oh, thank you all for letting us film in here. So my freight car lost his arm.
Yes, David.
Yeah.
Need couplers.
How much dinero do we owe you for that?
$4.50 and 50 cents for the other parts.
Okay, y'all got to pay up since you're my employees. I've been my favorite trains back in the Midwest was the Chicago Roaring Elgin. It was an interurban that was unjustly taken out from Chicago politics.
Are you from Chicago?
Yes, I am.
You are? I grew up in Evanston.
Oh, well, my favorite train ran through Evanston, the Chicago North Shore and Milwaukee Railroad. The yellow line used to go all the way to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The Northwestern bought it out.
Okay.
They bought out any interurban that was in their way. They bought out the North Shore. They bought out the Aurora and Elgin. And they bought out the Indiana Railroad because they wanted to be the only freight line going to Milwaukee and up to Wisconsin. You know, you look like Murphy Brown, my favorite actress.
Who?
What's your name?
Colleen.
Colleen, what's your last name?
McDonald.
McDonald's, are you Scotch too?
I'm Irish.
I have Irish and Scotch and German in me. What models do you model?
You know what? I'm looking for something for my nephew.
Oh, wow. Well, this is the best place to get trains. I would get him started by buying him the Model Railroad magazine.
Okay.
And then I would get as my grandmother Schroeder would say, your little youngin' into that magazine. Let me show you where the trains are. So you want to get him good quality trains. You want to get him Walters. I'll show you Walters. Do you know who else is from Illinois like we are?
No.
Robin Williams. He was originally from Illinois.
Is that right?
Colleen and I really hit it off. Could it be all these years I was saving my love for her? I had to find out. So I asked her to accompany me to a local train museum.
This is really cool. I've never been here before.
Oh, well, this is Travel Town. This is my second time being in Travel Town. I film music here. What kind of work do you do?
I work as an office assistant.
So
just sitting at a computer.
Wow, I need help with my computer. I'm older than what I look. I was born in the 50s. I don't smoke or drink or do drugs.
You look great.
Well, thank you. I've been by myself a long time. I lost my wife.
I'm sorry. I'm actually separated myself.
Oh, wow. Well, you can keep me in mind if you're separated. So what happened with your divorce? Your separation?
Grew apart.
Oh, yeah. Well, my ex-wife told me she fell out of love with me, and she couldn't stop seeing Roberto. And she told me she fell out of love with me, and she said, well, can I have you and Roberto? The Bible says you can't serve two masters. You can only have one. You can't have the other.
How long ago was that?
It's 1994. You want some candy? German candy?
No thanks.
Yeah,
I'm good.
sugar isn't good. Like I
don't eat many sweets, but that's delicious.
Well, I'm glad.
Sweet things for a nice, sweet lady, a lovely lady like you. You got to follow your dreams. You know, like I'll never forget what Doris Day told me. I met her at the Beverly Hills Christian Science Church way back in the 60s. And she told me to know your success in action. Know you're a winner, not a loser. And then she told me never give up. I first started working with Tim and Eric, Tim Heidecker and Eric Wolheimer. They're from Pennsylvania, where my dad's side of the family's from. And now they gave me my own show called I Love David. And so we meet your prayers, there'll be a successful show, I Love David.
Wow, I can't wait
I'm
to
glad
see
to have
it.
you as a part of the show. If you like, get together for lunch or go to see flowers together.
Sure. Have you been to the Huntington?
Actually, I've never been there. I'd love to go
You
there.
haven't?
No, I'd love to go to Huntington.
Oh my gosh, the gardens there are beautiful.
I'd like to go there with you. My favorite plant is the water lily. I love plants. I want to get my own.
I used to grow roses.
I have the royal rose that have the yellow petals on the outside. Okay. Well, I do want to thank you for being with me. You're a sweetheart. Oh, your husband didn't get jealous if I hug you.
No. We're separated.
Oh, right. Well, call me anytime because I'm divorced. My date with Pauline went so well, I couldn't wait to see her again. She filled my heart with so much joy. She made me feel like a living love song. And there's one singer who wrote the greatest love songs of all time.
Whitney Houston was the most talented actress and model. Born in August 1963. When she died, it made me so sad. 'Cause she glowed with love endlessly. Go girl, Whitney Houston, you're a talented singer and actress too. Bodyguard and wife, preacher, Black Cinderella too. Your fool Bobby Brown had the most talented girl in town. Go girl, Whitney Houston, why do the drugs and alcohol bring you down? I normally don't go for black women, but you had a beautiful singing sound. On February 11th, 2012, Whitney Houston died at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Go girl, Whitney Houston, I love you. But when you died, it made me so sad. Why did you die?
Oh my, these high heels really got me. So let me go get changed. Thank you. Thanks everybody. When I get changed, I want to give you all an autograph picture.
So what do you think of the Love episode?
It was great. Too bad the girl never called.
Well, people have changes of heart.
So you do use that Murphy Brown line on everybody.
No, I've only given it to you. I've only told
And
you.
Colleen.
No, she's jealous of you. No, I didn't. You're the jelly beans, and she's the dried up prunes.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
David approaching? Sure.
Already?
So when I call action, you'll just say where we are.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Thank you.
This was a beautiful neighborhood.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Hi, this is David Liebe Hart. I grew up in this home at 17 Drive. It used to be green. It used to have hills here. And then I stayed in the back cottage and back of the home right here. We had a beautiful vegetable garden right here. And I got abducted by a UFO in that corner. They went through the sliding glass doors and they carried me out of the bed. Next thing I knew, I was taken up in a light and I was operated on a table. They put a very painful tube up my nose. It was terrible. I was brought back in 2 weeks like nothing ever happened. But anyway, it looks like nobody's living in the home anymore.
Welcome back, David. We Floridians are huge fans of your work with Tim and Eric, but we need your help. Will you share our story with your world?
Oh, wow. Look at Saturn. I love those rings. I'm David Liebe Hart, and I want to show you the truth about extraterrestrials. The government has lied to us about UFOs. There are aliens among us. They have technology. They've given it to our leaders, and they're using it against us. Man, I hope you don't get me in a lot of trouble for this. Let's take a look at some of my favorite aliens. There's thousands of races of space aliens. I like the Palladians, the Articulars, the Venusians. They have a life form that lives on the sun. They are beings that have gasoline in them. And when they walk on Earth, their feet burn everything. And they're called the sun people. And they live on they're from the sun. The Irish come from a race called the Omegans. They come from star Caladan, which is 800 light years away from Earth. They're very powerful. They have a strong military force. In fact, the Omegans and the Corinthians have had a 200-year war over space territory. This is serious stuff, and I just wish the Omegans would leave the Corinthians alone. The Corinthians are a peaceful people. They don't even kill animals because they're vegans.
Go into the light until we meet again. That's what the Corinthians say again and again.
They have a planet called Star Corridor, which is the size of Jupiter. It is 411 light years away from Earth, and it has tropical rainforest that covers the majority of their continent. Its largest continent is Maldiza. The Corinthian atmosphere is similar to Earth, but their gravity is different than ours. Their gravity is so strong that we would be knocked to the ground like a magnet. I have a personal connection with the Corinthians. On my Caucasian side, I'm related to Orville and Wilbur Wright. And when my grandmother Schroeder was on her deathbed, not only did she tell me that the Corinthians showed the Wright brothers how to fly planes, they are the source of most of our back engineering technology. That's why today we're going to Area 51, where most of its technology is currently stored. Hey, buddy. Let's pull over. We're about to get to Area 51. I want to check it out.
You got it, boss.
Are we really going to Area 51 in that? I hope so. We have to get permission. You're really not allowed to go near there. My grandmother Schroeder would say, I do not want to get in a heap of trouble.
Okay.
Okay, then I want to get my sandwich, and you need to warm it, because I didn't have breakfast this morning, and I could work better when on a full stomach. Can I say something? They say in Christian Science, are sin, disease, and death real? We're going to ask ourselves, are aliens and UFOs real? Is this a lie or is this a truth about aliens? Or is it a fairy tale? Or is it a dream come true? Let's go inside and find out. Hi, this is David Liebe Hart, and we're in the Alien Research Center. Whoa, Area 51 hat warning. That is cool. Wow, I'm under a spaceship. Ooh, she's kind of cute. They got blow-up dolls for men. Now they got blow-up dolls for aliens. I guess they must have sexual desires too. I don't know. They always discriminate against aliens like black people. They say all aliens look alike. They always only show the lizard type. We owe a lot of thanks to the aliens. The aliens created the pyramids, not the Jewish slaves. I would like to sign the alien wall. You know, my Sunday school teacher introduced me to Colonel Wendell Stevenson after I was abducted by aliens in Park Forest, Illinois. I would like to draw an alien on your wall as a... Okay, where can I do a drawing?
Let me see if there's room on this door.
Okay, there we go. Do you have any crystals here for sale?
If y'all are going to Area 51, do not go on the property.
Well, tell us where we can't go, because as my grandmother's daughter would say, I don't want to get an eavesdrop.
I am telling you where you can't go. If they wave you off, heed their warning, because they'll throw you in jail.
Oh, wow.
Hold on. Sorry. Of course the Zoom is not working right now.
The government must have done something. They can't just send frequencies out and sabotage things. The government can do that through frequencies. Maybe that old woman was a spy for them at the store.
Alright, I'll go up.
We're going to Area 51, and I really don't feel we have a clearance to go to Area 51. The government built Area 51 out in the desert because they want us to mind our own business and not theirs.
What can I do to make you feel more comfortable?
Turn around, go back.
We've come all this way. We flew here from LA just to take you to Area 51.
I love aliens, but I don't like jail.
Have I ever told you what my alien theory is?
Okay, go ahead.
My alien theory is that aliens are actually extra-dimensional beings. And that Bigfoot and ghosts and all that stuff, they're just these creatures that are coming from another dimension that we don't understand.
I experienced being abducted and taken up in the sky. You didn't. I hope you get to experience that painful experience.
You hope I get to experience that pain? Why would you wish that on me?
So you can know they're not interdimensional. When you have a tube go up your nose, you know that's not interdimensional. That's just as real as you driving this vehicle.
David.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to sleep.
I'm gonna buy you a big cheeseburger after this.
With bacon.
With bacon. What else do you want on it?
Grilled onions.
Grilled onions.
Pickles.
Pickles.
But I don't want a cheap one.
What UAV up ahead.
Let's go.
This is amazing.
This is ridiculous.
Can we film you in front of the gate? I'll walk with you.
Seriously?
We're in this together. This is going to be great for our friendship.
Tell us we leave. We have to leave.
Yes, that's the deal.
Oh, God. Right here is far?
Let's keep going.
Oh, no. Well, if they come for us in the white cars, we're at the actual gate of Area 51. Scary. This is where all the UFO conspiracies live. But I never thought I'd be here in the flesh and blood. That's where we've got our computers, our cell phones, our GPS from back engineering technology. I thank God, I thank the aliens for giving us everything. I would like us to pray for harmony between the Omegans and the Corinthians. Heavenly Father, I pray that the Omegans and Corinthians will have peace on earth and peace in the universe between all aliens and all people, that they will stop fighting and they'll get along. As a veteran, I want to thank all the people that serve at Area 51, protecting our back engineering technology. I want to thank my cousin Phyllis for working at Wright-Patterson's Air Force Base. I want to thank Richard Dunn for serving in our military and serving on Tim and Eric. Awesome show, great job. He was a Navy SEAL. No more wars, no more fighting, no more killing. Peace on earth, peace in the universe between the Omegans and Corinthians. Amen. Okay, you think that's enough? Goodbye and thank you.
You want to get some food, David?
Yes. That was fast. I forgot my onion rings, but that's okay. Can't win them all.
I hope I didn't push you too hard back there.
Well, you drip, but that's okay.
Has anybody ever asked you why you like aliens so much?
I like things out of the norm. They're space agey, and I like things from the unknown.
Are you scared of them, though?
I used to be.
What helped you overcome the fear?
When I met a Corinthian woman of Red Hart pits, she came up to me and said she was an alien and she's from Star Corridor.
There's a Corinthian that knows my name, and I swear she looks just like Betty Page.
Met her at the tar pits, selling my portraits.
And she told me she's in love with me. On Star Corridor, they do things differently. They speak to one another telepathically. Oh, I'm waiting for a ship to come and take me away
to the 7 Moon Festival beyond the Milky Way.
My Caribbean girl, her name is Jessica. She's a vegan who doesn't eat salt or sugar or meat. I'm so happy to have her in my life. She's an elder master and can't be my wife.
Well, I hope she comes back for you.
I do too. Well, thanks for lunch.
Thank you for making I Love David with me.
Would you date a gay alien?
Yeah, I'd date anything but one of those sun people that you were talking about.
Those sun people, wow, they burn your penis off. They're all fire and all gas. The Omegans are bisexuals. They like men and women. So say every day, I want to focus on being in love with an Omegan that is gay, and he'll come your way. Just like Jezebel, a female came my way that was an alien.
If I get a gay Omegan and you marry Jezebel, maybe we can actually unite the Omegans and the Corinthians finally and
That would
get
be-
over their 200-year war.
Let's do it.
She comes from Star Corridor, 411 light years away. She speaks telepathically. She won't take me away.
Thank you for sharing our story, David.
Absolutely.